cage. Some believed Khamzat's early wrestling dominance secured him the victory, while others argued Sean Strickland's pressure, cardio, damage, and late-round momentum completely shifted the fight in his favor. But beyond the scorecards and the official result, what really captured everyone's attention was how dramatically the fight changed once Khamzat started slowing down. Rogan immediately pointed to the moment in the second round where Khamzat failed on a takedown attempt and suddenly dropped to his back. To Rogan, that moment was massive because it looked like Chimaev's body was beginning to shut down in real time. Rogan explained that Khamzat likely exploded too hard in the opening round trying to overwhelm Strickland early and then realized he didn't have the gas tank to sustain that pace for 5 rounds. According to Rogan, the decision to stay on his back may not have been panic but survival. He believed Khamzat understood that if he forced himself into extended striking exchanges while exhausted, Strickland's relentless pressure would eventually drown him. That observation completely changed how many fans viewed the fight because suddenly Khamzat's grappling-heavy strategy looked less like domination and more like energy management. Rogan repeatedly emphasized how brutal weight cutting has become in MMA, calling it one of the dumbest traditions still allowed in combat sports. He argued that fighters aren't truly competing at their official weight classes anymore because the actual fight night size difference can be enormous. Sean Strickland, despite competing at middleweight, reportedly entered the cage looking physically bigger than Khamzat, which shocked many people considering Chimaev's reputation for overwhelming opponents with sheer physicality. Rogan suggested that Khamzat's difficult weight cut may have directly contributed to the exhaustion fans witnessed later in the fight. According to discussions surrounding the camp, Chimaev had bulked up significantly during preparation, possibly weighing over 230 pounds before eventually forcing himself back down to middleweight. Rogan and Bisping both described how dangerous extreme muscle cuts can become because muscle tissue is far harder to dehydrate compared to body fat. Unlike fighters who gain softer weight between bouts, heavily muscled athletes often push their bodies into dangerous territory when trying to shed massive amounts quickly. Rogan explained that once your body adapts to carrying that much muscle mass, shrinking it rapidly becomes almost impossible without severe starvation or brutal dehydration. Michael Bisping went even further, claiming there were moments during the cut where Khamzat's body allegedly stopped functioning properly and his team had to pause the process entirely due to health concerns. According to Bisping, Chimaev reportedly experienced severe oxygen deprivation while trying to make weight, a terrifying situation that highlighted how dangerous modern MMA weight cutting has become. For Bisping, the exhaustion visible in later rounds wasn't surprising at all because Khamzat's body may have already been compromised before the fight even began. However, not everyone accepted those explanations. Chael Sonnen completely rejected the idea that Khamzat lost an impossible amount of weight in such a short time frame,